If we can look at ourselves as complex biological energetic beings that have an environment that matters, then we are able to really honor the complexity of who we are. And what that means is that we don't actually know, well, what would it be like if I grew up in this situation? Or we don't know. All we know is what is. We don't always know what could be. But we know what is that the genetics that I have and the subpersonalities that I have developed in such a way that led to the person that you're talking to today in a unique environment. Had I grown up in a different environment, for example, I got the genetics for alcoholism. I drank. I developed alcoholism by the time I was 16. Okay? I've been sober for 12 years because I know that runs through my family. So had I grown up in a different environment without alcohol, well, I can't be an alcoholic if I don't drink. Would it have manifested in different ways and other things? Possibly so. The point is that the environment is a big part of how the possibilities unfold and how the neurology develops. Honoring that uniqueness tends to allow us to breathe and relax a little bit because we don't have to be in this either-or debate. We can be in this both and nature and nurture space that honors genetics and environment. Interestingly enough, the genetics are part of shaping the environment. When you go to school as a first grader, you'll see different groups of people. Those groups of people will be attractive to you in certain ways. Maybe you pick up music. Maybe you pick up basketball. Maybe you become one of the playground bullies. Maybe you become one of the playground victims. The point is that your genetics have such a strong underlying impact on how you behave that you actually start conditioning yourself. Now, when it comes to extreme things like abuse, Dr. Strachan's life was a perfect example because he grew up getting hit by a stepfather, but he did not bring in a victim genetic. And by the way, we now know from research that you can bring in genetics for victimhood. Not good or bad, is what it is. It means that you're more likely to see yourself as a victim. That you might also have other subpersonalities that don't identify as a victim. That's called being complex. That's why this model is so powerful. Dr. Strachan does not have a victim, he has a warrior. So when he got hit, he didn't feel victimized. He got pissed and wanted to get even.